The Longhorns move, kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Lawson. Fakes to grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On target. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So Texas offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Paul.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to pass, it's Lawson. Makes the grab over the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And it'll be a touchdown.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Unloads quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Santiago. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Complete to the left. Hits the afterburners. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
They have not been able to run it in. Will they try again on 3rd and goal? He'll keep it on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Lawson. It's caught. It's Verrier. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed into the middle. It's Verrier. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for room. It's Harper. Turning it on. He's in for the score. Touchdown. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got it in the middle. It's Santiago. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, by the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see that
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
the best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And here comes the on second down. Here's the handoff. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Personal foul. Looking to kick kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Lawson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wideout. From the gun. Give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to it. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Looking to fire. Big guy smells it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw. It's Lawson. Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harper. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Got the back over the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Scanning the field, it's Lawson. Out of the backfield, he's open. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneaks it in.
Man, that's frustrating as a defense because you got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation, trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Wide open downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked. and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nielsen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line getting set on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Here comes the heat. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
Complete. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. It's complete to the left. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Fighting off the defender. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give. Fights off the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. That gives him 54 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab. It's Verrier. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
A designed run for the quarterback. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Lawson. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Pressure coming. It falls incomplete, and will change into the field to get things started back up. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Caught in the backfield. It's Santiago. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Swings it out to his running back. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Ready to fire from the pistol. They go to the ground. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking left. Got his man downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play? Oh, he's got some space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lawson. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he's in for the touchdown. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Yeah, how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. To the house. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Texas offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next day.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Nielsen. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete to the left. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. And now let's see what happens.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now, 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He'll set up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. kick it away to get things started. He'll return it. He gets a block. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers offense will go on the attack first. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. LSU right back to the line. They'll leave it with him. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. Direct snap. It's Harper. He's going for the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. LSU quick to the line. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
On the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the tailback. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Lawson. Punts it out of the air. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Harper. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, they execute the end route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Looking to throw, it's Lawson. Quarterback adapted. Got out of trouble and throws. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. come on 4th and short from the 50. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Fires left. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Motion from the back. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle. It's Harper. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's got it on the run. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
With the run on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Intercepted deep in his own end. Taking it the other way. The 50. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. From the gun, running back on the move. Runs through the tackle. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality and the ground game.
And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get to...
Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
The one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 7 over Louisville. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't... Trying to burn this defensive back. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Looking downfield, it's Lawson. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Takes the handoff. It's Harper. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Trying to barrel in. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. question, how aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
LSU right back to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustmts against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
That's caught. It's Burton. He's really close to that first. marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. At the 35, he's got room. Hits the crease. All the way in for the touchdown. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Got a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look,
interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got some room to run. And he'll take this one all the way to the house. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Lawson. Scrambling away. Finds space on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. 1st and 10 coming up. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
when a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. It's caught. That's a touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more. Us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to throw on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Catch in the middle, it's Hurtado. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 10 over Louisville. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Got his man. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to run it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll try the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They've converted every time on fourth down. 3 for 3 so far. They'll go for 4. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra.
Breaks into the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Bring in the heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hurtado. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll go to the sneak.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's what...
Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turn.
I'm sure this coaching staff on offense thought if we get a 4th down, we can use our speed on an option play, take the pitch, and pick up the first. But they underestimated the speed this defense has and their tenacity. Great job rallying to the pitch guy, creating a huge turnover on downs. Big play for the defense.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Harper. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Quarterback keeps it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative